Welcome everyone. It is Monday, March 29th, 2021. Thank you for joining the Whitestown Redevelopment Commission meeting. First item on the agenda is a call to order. So Nathan, if you would mind taking us away.
Brian Brackmeyer.
Present.
Kyle Weathers.
Present.
Adam Hess.
Present.
April Wyckoff. Clinton Baum. Elizabeth Keith. And Michael Berg.
Here.
Next item on the agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance. Glenn, would you mind taking us away?
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America,
to the republic for which it stands,
one nation,
under God,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice
for all.
Thank you, Glenn. Seeing no presentations and no meeting minutes, we will actually handle that for the April meeting. No unfinished business, so we'll move along to item A under new business, which is a declaratory resolution enlarging the Anson South Economic Development Area, which is resolution 2021-11. But before we get going on that, Dennis, would you mind just walking us through the process on that really quick?
Yeah, sure, Brian, and other commission members. So like other TIF areas, when we do this process, the first step is adoption of a declaratory resolution by the Redevelopment Commission. It then goes before the Plan Commission for approval. Then we'll go to the Town Council, and then would come back to the Redevelopment Commission for a public hearing. So that's the process. And then one unique thing I will mention about this, and Brian, I hope I don't step on your toes. We're going to do this, but this expands what we call the Anson South TIF allocation area, which only collects the property tax rate of the town. So it doesn't capture the overlapping taxing units. So county, schools, none of those tax rates are captured. This will just capture the town rate because it overlaps with the county TIF.
Yes, otherwise known as a pancake TIF.
Yeah.
Nathan, do you have anything else that you wanted to add?
No, that was the big thing there. It's just making sure everyone knows this is just capturing the town. And the reality is, if we didn't capture this, anything built there, we're going to get lost in the wash, being stuck with the cap on growth rate, just with the amount of development looking to come to the area. So this will help us capture and do the needed infrastructure in the area.
The resolution was sent out earlier. Does anyone have any general questions, comments, concerns? If not, would entertain a motion.
I will make a motion to approve as stated.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Further discussion? I'm about to go ahead and entertain a vote by roll call.
Brian Brackmeyer.
Yes.
Kyle Weathers.
Yes.
Adam Hess.
Yes.
Resolution 2021-11 moves forward. Other business. Nathan, you mentioned really quick, had a project that you just wanted to update us on really quick for our next meeting.
Yes. So Project Wagon is looking at moving forward. It's a women's clothing return facility. Eventually, they want to expand into e-commerce out of this location also. They initially thought we still had the April 6th meeting. So the time frame they were working off of was April 6th RDC, April 14th council, and then back to the May council with them closing and having everything done by June. This is just for their personal property tax abatement. We're looking at a standard 4-year step down, which is similar to what we did with Puma, what we looked at with Project Sting. It's pretty minimal. It looks about a $98,000 savings over the 4 years off their personal property. They're only a $3.5 million investment on personal, but a $31.5 million investment on the building, 500 jobs. Starting at $16 an hour, which is lower than our average wage, but we as we've seen with others, they have a hard time keeping at that rate, so they'll probably go above what those averages. So it's something we want to bring back on the next one, but we may go ahead and take it to council for the declaratory resolution in April to keep it on pace. And then it would come back in front of RDC at the 29th for their recommendation, and then go back to council in May for the confirmatory. Kind of out of order. But to my understanding, Dennis can correct, it doesn't have to go to council or to RDC first, but.
That's right, Nathan. I think just as long as we get that approval at some point during the process, and we've certainly done that before when the timing's been like this, where we kind of had to move things around quickly.
So mainly just kind of get some feedback in case there's any big concerns with this one. That way we can look at, but it's pretty standard e-commerce. Like I said, it's a collection facility, the women's clothing. And then they've also talked about being a great community partner of trying to find local charities and stuff to donate a lot of these clothes to. We've thought of So Big. We're working with Isaiah House. I'm not sure if they do women's and children's, but there's some charities that could benefit with these clothes.
Yeah, thanks for the update, Nathan. Personally supportive of the incentive proposed for the project, considering that investment involved and when it's comparable to what we've done in the past. And I think it's really more on the smaller scale for personal property abatement too. So personally, I don't have any issues. We moved our meeting to accommodate a lot of our schedules anyway for spring break. So I don't see an issue with kind of switching the process from what we normally do.
Nathan, are they taking existing space up, or is this going to be a building that's built for them?
It's a building that's currently in process. It's Strategic Capital Building 4.
How many square feet are they going to take?
I don't remember if that was in here.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah, are they taking the full building or a portion of?
Full building with plan to possibly expand with phase 2.
Okay.
And whether that expansion's within the same building or an actual, I don't know Forest footprint, if it can expand or if they're just taking the whole building now with leaving part open to do an internal expansion. But the 500 jobs are just the phase 1 jobs. And it has 4 million real levy projected over 10 years and a 600,000 lit benefit, assuming 10% of the employees are Boone County residents, which are pretty conservative numbers, but.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Anything else? If not, would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Sounds great to me, guys. Have a great rest of your night.
Hey, you too.
Thanks, you too.
Have a great spring break to those of you traveling.